Anxiety often sneaks into our lives when we least expect it. Sometimes it crashes in like a storm, heart racing and palms sweating. Other times it creeps in quietly, like a restless whisper that makes it hard to focus or sleep. If you've ever felt that tightness in your chest or the overwhelming swirl of thoughts that refuse to calm, you're not alone. Anxiety is a shared human experience, something millions of people face every day. Yet, when it hits, it often feels like you're the only one caught in its grip. This is why conversations about calming anxiety matter. Too often, we live under stress without realizing the body already holds built-in tools to help us find relief. One of the simplest, most overlooked, and most powerful tools is right under our nose, literally. Breathing. Not just the automatic kind we do to survive, but intentional, guided breathing that can flip the switch in our nervous system from panic to peace. Think of it like this. Your breath is a remote control for your body. When life feels out of control, you still have one button you can press, your breath. By learning how to use it on purpose, you can send signals to your brain that it's safe to calm down. No pill, no equipment, not even a quiet room is required. Just a few moments and the willingness to pause. The science here is fascinating. Inside the body, you have two major systems that control your state. The sympathetic nervous system, often called fight or flight, leaps into action when you're in danger, making your heart pound, muscles tense, and mind hyperalert. It's useful if you're running from a tiger, but in modern life, it's triggered by things like traffic, deadlines, or worries about the future. Then there's the parasympathetic nervous system, nicknamed rest and digest. This system slows your heart rate, relaxes your muscles, and allows your body to recover. Here's the beautiful part. Breathing is one of the few things you can control that directly communicates with these systems. Quick, shallow breaths signal danger, even if nothing is wrong. Slow, deep, intentional breaths signal safety. It's like whispering to your nervous system. You can relax now. We are okay. If you've ever watched a child sleeping peacefully, you've seen this kind of breathing. Their bellies rise and fall in a steady rhythm, untouched by stress. That's the natural way the body is meant to breathe when it feels safe. As adults, though, we often forget how. Stress pushes our breath higher into the chest, faster and more shallow, and that fuels the cycle of anxiety. This matters because it means you don't have to feel powerless when anxiety shows up. You don't have to wait for it to pass or hope someone else calms you down. With the right breathing hack, you can step back into the driver's seat of your own body and mind. Imagine this. You're sitting in a waiting room before an important appointment. Your chest feels tight, your thoughts are racing, and nerves buzz under your skin. Normally, you might scroll your phone or sit there hoping the feeling fades. But instead, you remember your breath. You place a hand on your stomach, slow down your inhale, and gently stretch your exhale. Within a minute, the storm inside begins to settle. Your heart slows, your mind clears, and suddenly you're not at the mercy of anxiety. You've found your way back to calm. That's the heart of why this breathing hack matters. It isn't just about science, though the science is strong. It's about giving yourself a sense of control in moments that feel uncontrollable. It's about reminding yourself you are not broken, you are not weak, and you are not alone. Anxiety is tough, yes, but you have tools that are tougher. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into the first key breathing move. It's a technique so simple that you might underestimate it at first glance, but don't let that fool you. Simplicity is often the secret to power, and in this case, the power lies in teaching your body how to step out of the storm of anxiety and back into the calm of safety. The technique is called deep belly breathing, sometimes referred to as diaphragmatic breathing. You may have heard the term before, but unless you've practiced it with intention, you may not realize how much it can change your state of mind. Belly breathing works because it engages the diaphragm, the large muscle under your lungs that expands and contracts as you inhale and exhale. When you use this muscle fully, your breath slows, deepens, and travels lower into the body. This is the exact opposite of anxious breathing, which tends to be shallow, rapid, and stuck in the chest. Here's how to try it. Sit comfortably or lie down if you prefer. Place one hand gently on your chest and the other on your belly, just above your navel. Close your eyes if it feels good, and take a slow breath in through your nose. As you do, imagine filling your belly with air, like inflating a balloon. You should feel your lower hand rising while your upper hand on the chest stays relatively still. Hold that breath for just a moment, then exhale slowly through your mouth, as if you're gently blowing out a candle. Feel your belly deflate as the air leaves your body. Then repeat. At first, it may feel awkward or even unnatural. That's okay. Many of us have spent years breathing in shallow, hurried patterns. But as you continue, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts. Your shoulders relax a little. The racing in your chest eases. Your thoughts stop running at such a frantic pace. Within a few minutes, your entire body begins to understand the message you're sending. It's safe now. The benefits of belly breathing are both immediate and long-term. In the moment, it lowers your heart rate, reduces muscle tension, and makes it easier to think clearly. Over time, regular practice can retrain your body to respond to stress more calmly. Imagine your nervous system like a muscle. It can be trained to default to calm instead of panic. The more you practice, the stronger that calm response becomes. There's also an emotional benefit that can't be overstated. Anxiety often convinces us that we are powerless, that we are trapped in a cycle we can't escape. But every time you practice belly breathing and feel the shift inside you, you prove that belief wrong. You give yourself evidence that you are capable of creating calm, that you are stronger than the momentary storm. That kind of empowerment is priceless. Think of a scenario you might face in daily life. Maybe you're about to speak in front of a group, or you've just gotten off a stressful phone call. Your body is buzzing with nerves. Instead of letting the energy spiral, you pause for 30 seconds and take 3 slow belly breaths. It's almost like pressing the reset button. You don't erase the stress completely. Life is still happening, but you shift the volume down enough that you can carry on with steadiness and grace. Another beautiful thing about this technique is that it can be done anywhere, anytime. You don't need privacy, special equipment, or a long stretch of free time. You can practice belly breathing in the car while waiting at a red light, at your desk between tasks, or even in bed as you wind down at night. The portability of this skill makes it one of the most practical tools for calming anxiety in real life. Of course, consistency matters. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once and declare your teeth forever clean. In the same way, belly breathing becomes more effective when it's woven into daily life. A few minutes in the morning, a few more at night, and small moments sprinkled throughout the day can keep your nervous system balanced. If you ever doubt whether it's worth the effort, remember this. Breathing is the one thing you do from the day you're born until the day you leave this world. It is constant, faithful, and free. Learning to use it intentionally is like discovering you've had a hidden superpower all along. Anxiety may still knock at your door, but now you have a way to answer it with calm strength. And this is only the beginning. Belly breathing is your first anchor, the foundational move that steadies the ship when the waves of worry rise. But it's not the only one. Let's explore a second breathing hack, one that works almost like a rhythm reset for your body. It's a tool you can lean on when you need to break free from racing thoughts and settle into a clear, grounded focus. This second move is often called box breathing. The name comes from its shape, 4 equal parts, like the sides of a box. You inhale for a steady count, hold the breath for the same count, exhale for the same count, and pause once more before repeating. It's simple, structured, and surprisingly powerful. Here's how it works. Sit or stand in a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you want to. Now, breathe in through your nose as you count to 4. Feel your lungs fill slowly and evenly. Next, hold your breath for another count of 4. Don't strain, just keep it gentle. Then, exhale through your mouth for a count of 4, letting the air leave in a smooth stream. Finally, hold again for a count of 4 before starting over. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. 4 sides, steady rhythm. At first, you might feel a little mechanical, like you're counting too much. But give it a few rounds and you'll notice the effect. The rhythm itself is soothing. It quiets the mind because it gives your brain something simple to follow. Instead of chasing 100 anxious thoughts, you're focused on one clear pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and over, calm and steady. Why does this help so much? It's partly science and partly experience. Scientifically, the equal pattern of inhaling, holding, and exhaling helps balance the oxygen and carbon dioxide in your body, which can calm physical symptoms like dizziness or shortness of breath. It also stimulates the vagus nerve, the pathway that tells your body to shift into rest mode. Experientially, the counting gives your busy mind a job. Instead of spinning out on worries, you're gently anchored in the present moment. Picture a time when you might use this. Imagine you're lying in bed, trying to fall asleep, but your mind won't stop racing. You think about tomorrow's to-do list, yesterday's mistakes, and everything in between. You turn over, look at the clock, feel more anxious, and sleep seems farther away. But then you remember box breathing. You close your eyes, Start the gentle 4-count rhythm, and within minutes, your heart slows down. The thoughts may still be there, but they fade into the background as your body takes the lead in calming itself. Or think about being stuck in traffic. Horns are blaring, the minutes are ticking away, and your chest feels tight with impatience. Instead of letting frustration boil over, you turn down the noise of your thoughts by turning up the rhythm of your breath. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Suddenly, the car becomes less of a trap and more of a little space to practice peace. One of the most encouraging things about box breathing is how quickly it can work. You don't need a long session. Sometimes even 2 or 3 minutes is enough to reset your system. And the more often you practice, the faster your body responds. Over time, it becomes like muscle memory. The moment you start the rhythm, your nervous system recognizes the signal and begins to settle. People often describe it as a way to put the brakes on anxiety. When your mind is speeding, box breathing slows it down. When your heart feels like it's racing, the rhythm steadies it. It gives you something reliable to hold on to when everything else feels uncertain. And there's something empowering about the shape itself. A box has 4 equal sides, stable and balanced. Practicing box breathing can make you feel the same, more centered, more grounded, more steady in yourself. Even if the world around you is loud or chaotic, you carry a calm space inside. As with belly breathing, consistency helps. You might start with just a few minutes a day, maybe in the morning to set the tone or at night to wind down. Over time, you'll find yourself reaching for it naturally, like a trusted tool you can pull out at any moment. This second move pairs beautifully with the first. Belly breathing is like the anchor. It grounds you. Box breathing is like the rhythm. It steadies you. Together, they create a toolkit you can carry anywhere. But we are not done yet. There's a third technique waiting, one that ties everything together. It's less about rhythm or mechanics and more about gently shifting your perspective. This move not only calms anxiety but also reminds you of your inner strength, independence, and the hope that always lives inside you. We've talked about belly breathing as your anchor and box breathing as your steady rhythm. Now let's wrap up with a third move, one that adds warmth and perspective. This one is often called the sigh of relief breath. It's the simplest of all, but it carries a powerful message for your mind and body. It tells you that it's okay to let go. Think about how you naturally sigh when a weight lifts off your shoulders. Maybe you've finished a long day, solved a problem, or heard good news. That soft, audible exhale is your body's built-in reset button. The sigh breath takes that natural action and turns it into a conscious tool you can use anytime anxiety feels heavy. Here's how to do it. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs. Then let it out in a long, gentle sigh through your mouth. Don't force it. Just imagine you're releasing the tension you've been carrying. You can even add a soft sound, like ah, if it feels good. Then, take another easy breath in and let it go again with the same kind of sigh. Do this 2 or 3 times, and notice how your body softens. This technique works because it's deeply familiar. The body already knows what a sigh means. It's relief, safety, and ease. Each time you practice it, you're giving yourself permission to put down the mental load, even for a moment. And those moments of release add up. Imagine using this at the end of a stressful conversation. Instead of carrying the tension with you all day, you pause, take 2 sigh breaths, and feel the knot in your chest loosen. Or picture yourself sitting in a quiet room at night, thoughts swirling from the day. You give yourself 3 deep sighs, and suddenly it feels as though the worries are floating away with the breath. It doesn't erase the challenges, but it lightens them enough that you can rest. The beauty of the sigh breath is in its simplicity. It doesn't need counting, structure, or practice. Anyone can do it, young, old, busy, or tired. It's a reminder that calming anxiety doesn't always have to be complicated. Sometimes, the answer really is as simple as letting out a breath you've been holding far too long. Together, these 3 techniques form a small but powerful toolkit. Belly breathing anchors you, box breathing steadies you, and sigh breathing releases you. Anchor, rhythm, release. 3 steps, 3 moves, 3 ways to remind your nervous system that you are safe, that you are strong, and that you are in control. And here's the part one don't want you to forget. You don't need to be perfect at this. You don't need to practice for hours or master every detail. All you need is the willingness to try. Anxiety may still come and go, but now you have real tools to meet it. You can turn panic into pause, restlessness into rhythm, heaviness into release. For seniors especially, these skills carry more than just comfort. They carry independence. Anxiety can sometimes make life feel smaller, as though every outing, every decision, every new moment is weighed down by worry. But with these breathing hacks, you can reclaim space. You can step into a doctor's office, onto a bus, or into a family gathering with the quiet confidence that no matter what arises, you know how to calm yourself. That's freedom. It's also a reminder of something even deeper: resilience. Every breath you take is proof that you've made it through every anxious moment before this one. You are still here, still strong, still capable of finding peace. Breathing techniques are not about fixing you. They're about helping you rediscover the strength that's already there. So the next time anxiety starts to rise, remember your toolkit. Place a hand on your belly and breathe deeply. Count to 4 in your steady box rhythm. Or simply sigh it all out. Let your breath remind you that calm is never far away. It's always within you. And as we close this journey, let me leave you with this thought. Every breath is a chance to begin again. No matter how your day has gone, no matter how anxious you felt, the next inhale is an invitation to peace, and the next exhale is a release of what no longer serves you. You are not defined by your anxiety. You are defined by your ability to breathe through it, to rise above it, and to keep moving forward with strength and hope.